Allisha Gray's story is not one of constant spotlight or sensational headlines, but it is one of quiet greatness, discipline, and a career carved out of resilience and commitment. She is the kind of player who reminds you that basketball is not only defined by star power or scoring explosions, but also by consistency, sacrifice, and an ability to adapt to every role a team needs. To watch Allisha Gray is to watch a masterclass in what it means to contribute in ways that don't always show up in the box score but are invaluable to winning. She is a living definition of what it means to be steady, dependable, and impactful, both as a player and as a person. Born in Sandersville, Georgia, Gray was raised in an environment where competitiveness and passion for sports were part of her daily life. Her family encouraged her ambitions, and basketball became more than just a game for her. It became her calling. From an early age, she stood out not only because of her natural athletic gifts but because of her seriousness toward the game. She wasn't content with being another kid on the court. She had vision, purpose, and a relentless motor that separated her from the crowd. Sandersville might have been a small town, but within it grew the foundation of an athlete who would one day shine on the national and international stage. Her high school career quickly confirmed what those closest to her already knew. Allisha Gray was special. As a prep star, she was ranked among the top recruits in the country, a highly sought-after guard whose versatility made her one of the most coveted players in her class. She had size at the guard position, strength that belied her age, and a natural feel for the game. She could defend, rebound, and score in multiple ways, but what set her apart was her mentality. Gray didn't play the game for show, she played it to win. That mindset became her trademark and would carry her through the biggest stages of her career. Gray's first college stop was at the University of North Carolina, where she made an immediate impact. She showcased the scoring ability and defensive toughness that had made her such a high-profile recruit. But like many athletes, she faced challenges that forced her to re-evaluate her path. After 2 seasons, she made the difficult decision to transfer, seeking a program that better matched her aspirations and values. That choice led her to the University of South Carolina, where she joined head coach Dawn Staley and a culture of toughness, discipline, and excellence. At South Carolina, Gray found exactly what she was looking for. She fit seamlessly into Staley's program, embracing the demanding environment and thriving as part of a team stacked with talent. The culture at South Carolina wasn't about individuals, it was about the collective. And Gray, with her selfless style of play, was the perfect addition. She didn't need to dominate the ball or chase individual accolades. She was comfortable doing whatever was asked of her, whether that meant scoring, defending, rebounding, or simply setting the tone with effort and intensity. The pinnacle of her college career came in 2017 when she helped South Carolina capture the program's first ever NCAA national championship. In that tournament run, Gray proved her ability to shine on the biggest stage. Her versatility and poise under pressure were invaluable, and she cemented her reputation as a player who rises to the moment. Winning that title wasn't just a highlight, it was a defining chapter in her basketball journey. It proved that she was, at her core, a winner, someone you could rely on when everything was on the line. The WNBA came calling shortly after, and Gray entered the league with the Dallas Wings as the 4th overall pick in the 2017 draft. Transitioning to the professional level is never easy, but Gray was ready. She stepped into the league and immediately showcased her value, winning the WNBA Rookie of the Year award. That achievement didn't come from flash or spectacle. It came from consistency, toughness, and her ability to make an impact on both ends of the floor. Coaches trusted her, teammates leaned on her, and opponents respected her. From her rookie year onward, Gray carved out a reputation as one of the most reliable players in the league. She is the type of guard every coach dreams of having, someone who can guard multiple positions, score when needed, facilitate for others, and never shy away from physical play. Her defense, in particular, has always stood out. Night after night, she's tasked with guarding some of the league's best perimeter players, and she embraces the challenge with focus and determination. Her length, strength, and footwork make her a nightmare for opposing guards and wings. But what often gets overlooked is how steady her offensive game has become. Gray is not the kind of scorer who will demand the ball every possession, but she's highly efficient. She can attack off the dribble, knock down shots from the perimeter, and finish strong at the rim. Her offensive versatility allows her to fit into any lineup or system, making her an invaluable piece to any roster. She doesn't need plays called for her to make an impact, she simply knows how to play the game the right way. Her career with the Dallas Wings showcased her growth, but eventually, her journey brought her to the Atlanta Dream, where she has continued to thrive. Playing closer to home has been a full-circle moment, allowing her to not only contribute on the court, but also inspire young athletes in the region where her own basketball dreams first began. In Atlanta, she remains the same Allisha Gray, steady, dependable, and always focused on winning. Gray's influence isn't limited to the WNBA. She has also made her mark on the international stage, representing the United States in FIBA competition and excelling in the 3x3 basketball format. Her performance in international play further solidified her reputation as one of the most versatile guards in the world. 3x3 basketball, with its fast pace and emphasis on versatility, is tailor-made for a player like Gray. She thrives in situations where adaptability and toughness are essential, and her success in that arena has only added another layer to her legacy. To truly appreciate Gray's career, you have to look beyond the numbers. Basketball is a game of intangibles, and she is a master of them. The box score might show her points, rebounds, and assists, but it can't fully capture the defensive stops, the smart rotations, the hustle plays, and the leadership she provides. These are the elements that win games, and Gray delivers them consistently. That's why coaches trust her in critical moments. That's why teammates respect her so deeply. That's why she has endured and thrived in a league where only the best survive. Her personality off the court mirrors her playing style. She is humble, grounded, and focused on the bigger picture. She doesn't crave attention or chase celebrity status. Instead, she carries herself with quiet confidence, letting her work ethic and her performance speak for themselves. In a world where so many chase instant gratification and recognition, Gray stands out as someone who values substance over style. For young athletes, her journey is an inspiration. She proves that you don't need to be the loudest voice or the flashiest player to make a lasting impact. You don't have to fit into a narrow definition of stardom. Instead, you can succeed by being yourself, by doing the little things, and by committing to excellence every single day. Gray's career shows that greatness is not always about headlines. Sometimes it's about consistency, integrity, and the respect you earn over time. As she continues her career, the future remains bright. She has already accomplished so much: a national championship, a WNBA Rookie of the Year award, international medals, and the respect of peers and coaches across the game. Yet, knowing Gray's mentality, she sees her journey as far from complete. She will keep pushing, keep improving, and keep finding ways to help her teams win. That's who she is. In the grand landscape of women's basketball, Allisha Gray may never be the player who dominates every highlight reel or leads every scoring chart. But her importance to the game is undeniable. She represents the heartbeat of basketball, the effort, the selflessness, and the dedication that keep the game alive at its core. She is a reminder that not all stars shine the same way, but each light is essential. Her legacy will not just be measured in points or accolades, but in the respect she has earned and the inspiration she provides. Whether it's to her teammates who trust her in crunch time, to her coaches who know she'll always give her best, or to the young girls watching her play and dreaming of their own futures, Gray's impact resonates deeply. She is proof that the game rewards those who stay true to themselves, who commit to the grind, and who value the team over the individual. Allisha Gray's journey continues to unfold, but what she has already accomplished is more than enough to cement her place among the most respected figures in women's basketball. She has built a career on consistency, humility, and excellence, and she shows no signs of slowing down. For those who love the game, she is a player worth celebrating, a reminder of what true greatness really looks like. And as we reflect on her career and the path she has taken, it is only right to recognize her not just as a player, but as a role model, an inspiration, and a standard-bearer for what it means to love the game. Thank you for joining us in honoring the story of Allisha Gray. If this tribute moved you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe, so more fans can discover the beauty of her journey and the lessons her career continues to teach us.